What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a big unboxing for you today. This is a plethora of baits that I've recently acquired from 6 Sense Fishing. That's right, they had their summer clearance sale. I kind of put it off for as long as possible, and at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want more baits? So I ended up picking up a whole bunch. So we got a giant box, this big right here, full of baits, which came in these big old bags. So we're gonna break those bad boys open here in a second. Before we do, if you guys like the content, if you're looking for more unboxings, reviews, and fishing videos, we do that all right here on the channel. So consider subscribing, smash the like on this video, and ring that notification bell. Then come back Thursdays, because we go live here on YouTube as well. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, join me and my buddy Paul as we talk to awesome people in the fishing industry, and I'd love to see you there and talk to you in chat. All right, let's get to these bags, shall we? First off the top, I didn't really have a choice but to buy this hat. When I saw that they were dropping like this and the Netman and those different like hats and shirts, I mean, come on now. Boat flips only. It's a nice foam trucker hat, and these were like, I think, I don't know, 10 bucks or something. They were dirt cheap on the site. So again, no choice, had to do it. There you go. Cool hat. We'll get the boring thing out of the way before. I've actually unboxed this on the channel before. This is the hook kit. It was on sale for like 33% off. So borderline free if you want to re-up your terminal tackle, which we all know terminal tackle's boring, but it's also the stuff that has hooks, which is what you need to catch fish. So it's really important. And you get that many freaking hooks. There's a ton. You get basically 3 of everything, right? We've got a bunch of the ox flipping hooks. We got some 4-aughts, some 3-aughts. These are great flipping hooks, by the way. Some of my favorites. I actually ended up replacing all my terminal tackle with this, by the way, and now I just doubled it up, so I definitely have enough hooks. And then we got some 5-aughts. So 3, 4, and 5-aught, typically what you're getting with their main hook sets. We've got their jugular offset worm hooks there in 3, 4, and 5-aught. Each of those is a 5-piece, by the way. We got 2 5-piece packs of the wacky hooks, number 1 and a 1-aught. So 10 new wacky hooks, perfect. We've got just a nice little bonus here on the spinnerbait trailer hooks. These are fantastic. They're 3-aught. They're good for just about any spinnerbait that you get, except for maybe like a 3/4 ounce or bigger, like heavier hook size spinnerbait, but these will work for just about everything else. Pre-rigged with that surgical tubing, so they just slide right on there, no problemo. And then these are actually like my new favorite drop shot hooks. These are fantastic. You get 5 of them there in a number 1 size, the perfect drop shot size, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. And then we got the stout wide gap hooks. Again, 3-aught, 4-aught, 5-aught, 5-piece each. You stocked up on extra wide gap hooks. These are fantastic. There you go. You gotta have hooks. I know they're boring. If you want to just re-up the terminal tackle and keep it clean, this is how I did it. You just buy a big old pack of hooks. Now we get to the real baits. What did we get in this summer clearance sale, as well as a few extra bonuses? Let's do the clearance stuff first, then I want to show you some of the new stuff they just dropped that I am stoked about for this fall. Okay, number 1, re-upping some Divine shaky worms. These were like $2 on clearance. It's insane. You can't really say no to an 8 count for $2. These are also the slightly longer ones and 7 inches. So they're definitely a bigger shaky worm. This is Watermelon Scents, probably my favorite color of the worm that it comes in. It's a green pumpkin blue flake. And then the other one I got is Melon Dust. Oh yeah, so Melon Dust is great. It's a green pumpkin and then like a tan color on the bottom. So nice subtle natural color. And again, this is the 7-inch worm, so it's a big honking worm, right? I know some of y'all down in Texas are throwing like 11-inch curly tails and whatnot, but I just don't like doing that up here. So 7 inches is about as big as I'm gonna go, and I think it's solid on the shaky heads, which I'll show you in a little bit. So we got those. Then we got a bunch of body baits that were on sale. We got a Crush 50S Silent. This one was on clearance, and this one's in Rayburn Ghost, which is like, why was this on sale? This is like a perfect bait. So it's a great size square bill for up here. This will work in rivers and lakes anywhere. And Rayburn Ghost is a really cool color. You got like this little greenish brown color up on top into the hint of purple, very translucent. Purple to more of a white underbelly, the little accent on the tail there. It is silent, so it's a nice subtle bait. You're using the action to draw the bite instead of the sound. So I'm throwing this in stained to clear water. It's gonna be more where I favor something like this. Then we picked up a wake version of the hybrid swim crank. I don't have any of these, so I had to get one. This is a 0 to 1 foot diver jointed wake bait. Check this out. Comes in Jaint Juice. I've already mentioned that's one of my favorite colors they have. So lavender, chartreuse, chef's kiss. Fantastic. Straight down lip that you can see right there. So it's not gonna be diving down. It's gonna be just at or just below the surface, which I really like the idea of throwing this around cover and grass lines and any weeds that are like coming up towards the top of the water column for pike in the fall. That's my thought. This is a toothy critter hunter to me, and I'm excited to go after them. I got a bunch of the hybrid swim cranks, big fan of them. They got like this little wire lip to it. Can't remember what this is called, but this type of lip is unique. It's different from like those plastic lips you get on your normal baits. So it really stands out, has a unique action, and just looks different in the water. And then you got the dress treble off the rear. This helps you get bites, and it's awesome. The action on these things is great. I can't wait to see how the waking version swims as opposed to the normal hybrid swim crank, which is like a 1 to 3 foot diver. Bing, bang, boom. Next up, we got a straight classic option. This is the Curve 55, great crankbait. This is gonna get you down 5 to 9 feet, and this color is in a jungle rose, which is also 3/8 of an ounce. Jungle rose is a really cool color, like orange, darker on the belly, lighter on the body, into the purple up on top and around the big black eyes there. These things are sick, as well as that D-ring, which is gonna give you just better action with your line tie. Great crankbait. I love having these in a few different colors. Spring and fall is typically when I use them the most. So bone is a color, and then something like craw pattern, and then something just crazy bright, something like that. This one is maybe my favorite body bait in this order. This is the Curve Finesse Square Bill. Check this baby out. This is in a bone color. Do not have a color like this. Really unique. Got the bone finish, that just like flat, like yellowish white color. You've got the hint of blue up around the head and around the big black eyes. They got the little red gill feature, love that. A gill dot off the back, that's cool. The stubby lip. So this has like a tight wobble and downsized hooks on it. So it seems like a really finessey bait, but it's got a heavy thudding rattle to it, and it's a bit heavier. How heavy, you might ask? Glad you did. It's 3/8 of an ounce. So you're getting like something you can really cast out there pretty far, but it's got this small profile, so it's just gonna get bit. It's an easy meal for any bass, especially smallmouth in the river. I love throwing these in the river. But that's great. Up around docks, structure, shallow cover, man. Go after it. This thing dives around 1 to 3 feet, so keeping it shallow, going around that shallow cover is perfect. Great action, great bait. Got it in a few different colors. Didn't have bone. Bone is a great color to have, so there we go. Okay, last body bait that I picked up here. Got the Axis Metal 2.0. I got 2 of these right now. One is the 1.0, so it's got the less built lip. But the 1.0 that I have is in this bluegill color, which is fantastic. Caught me a ton of fish. I've got a black and blue craw pattern as well, which would be great when I get the dirtier water. It's getting pretty dirty right now, so it should be good. And then I had to pick up the natural, man. Go for that shad pattern right here. So these things are shallow diving. They're like 3 to 5 feet at most, but you've got that reciprocating lip, which is not like a chatterbait. So this is not like the jabberjaw. It's a bit different. What this does is forces the bait to wobble a bit wider. So you get this crazy erratic, wide wobbling action with the bait. Parallel weed lines over the top of like shallow grass, shallow cover. That's when you're getting bit a ton with this. It also gives you a little bit of a flash. So on those bright sunshiny days, that looks pretty cool. And you've got the awesome hooks that you always get with 6 cents baits. So big fan, love the natural color. I dig this bait. Now we have 3. Got a bunch of different patterns, subtle natural to a little more aggressive natural to a dark color. So it's just gonna, get it done, man. I love these things. All right, let's get to the new stuff. So new stuff, we got the swing shaker. Check these babies out. Brand new swing shaker shaky head from 6 cents. I picked up 2 weights and sizes. On the lower end, they actually go pretty gosh dang heavy, but we got the 3/16 of an ounce and the 5/16 of an ounce, right? So keeping it under that 1/2 ounce range, staying closer to that 1/4 ounce is like a good medium level. Here's why these are unique. Got them both in green pumpkin, by the way. Just seemed like the move. Normally with a shaky head, what you got is the jig head and then a hook, right? It comes out on like a 45-degree angle, and you're just gonna rig up a nice long worm, like gee whiz, I don't know, shaky worm here. And it's gonna stand up on the bottom because you got usually a flat surface on that. Now look at the swing shaker. This is your jig head, that's the hook. That allows that bait to move much more freely when on the bottom or when you're hopping it along the bottom. Because with a shaky head, you usually treat it kind of like I would a Nico rigged worm or something like that. You just hop it like it's feeding across the bottom. And it gives you nice subtle action of that worm as you're moving across and tends to get bit. In addition to this free moving hook here, you've actually got the loose screw lock, right? So that screw lock being loose is probably crucial because this thing moving all around, you don't want that worm to break loose from the nose and fall off the gosh dang hook. I mean, that's gonna be tough to catch fish, right? So that's gonna move with that hook, right? Keeps the whole situation moving around. I dig this. I think it's unique. I haven't seen it anywhere else. It may exist. I live under a rock, sorry. I haven't seen it. And I'm excited to try this out. It is shaky head season. As this water's like kicking up dirt, looking gross during like transition time, this is a good time to be throwing this. I know Paul's been on St. Clair lately. He says it's an absolute just mud fest, and my local lake right here is really dirty. So I'm excited to go rig this up with a few different patterns. Start with the shaky worm, maybe try some creatures, see if we can't catch something. This should do the trick. So there you go. Got 2 packs, heavier and lighter. All in green pumpkin, just a good natural color to go with, or go with black, I would suggest. And you get 3 in each of that. So we got 6 shaky heads to go test out. Okay, this last one might honestly be my favorite thing in this box. And that's why I saved it for last, because I've been holding off looking at it. But we've got the brand new mini stroker Craws. These babies are 8 to a pack, and they are microscopic babies compared to everything else that 6 cents sells. These are 2.4 inches. I'm talking itty bitty Craws. Check it out. Boom. These are tiny, tiny little Craws. And I think you know why I love that. First of all, stroker Craws are awesome. You detach these claws right here, and you get sort of that flailing claw action on the fall. Second of all, most 6 cents plastics are pretty gosh dang durable, so you're gonna do fine, bite after bite. Third of all, you know what this goes on. This is a Ned rig right here, or we throw it on a Finesse or micro jig. So this is actually kind of the perfect size for, say, this Molix nano jig. Look at that. That's gonna pair up perfectly with this. Then you get the claw action. Oh my gosh. So I really got these for Finesse jigs and Ned rigs. These right here on a Ned rig, especially an EWG Ned, if you can throw it on one of those like the Z-Man Ned locks, and drifted through the river or fished in a subtly aggressive pattern, power finesse, around cover is gonna be money. I know I can catch a ton of fish on these things, and I'm stoked about it. Might be my new favorite bait that 6 cents has. Period. The end. I love it. Little baby Finesse craw. Ah, it's so cool. All right, there we go. So we got the Finesse Craws, those stroker Craws. We got the swing shaker. Both of those are brand new. Axis 2.0 and shad. That Finesse curved square billy bone. The Jungle Rose. The Rayburn Ghost 50S. The hybrid swim crank in a 0 to 1 foot diver, that wake. The hook pack. The boat flips only hat, and 2 packs of the longer 7-inch Divine Shaky Worms. That's a wrap. So that was a pretty solid box. I'm excited to fish all those things. I got them on purpose because I think they're all gonna work for me here this fall. and I'm excited to take them out on the boat because if you guys don't know this, Snorlax is back. That's right, I got my Hobie Pro Angler 360 back, and I can't wait to go fish on that because it really makes fishing a lot easier. I can bring all the stuff I need all at once, and I can stand up and fish, and it's just easier to stand and fish. You guys know that. It's a lot of fun to fish in a kayak, period, but sit inside versus stand up, to me, no contest, not even close. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you on today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed the unboxing, and stay tuned for testing this stuff out on the water. We've got tons more videos coming your way, so be sure to subscribe, smash the like on this video, and ring that notification bell. And I hope to see you on one of our Thursday lives right here on YouTube. 8 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. Love to see you there and talk to you in chat. All right, I got fishing to do. I'll see you guys on the next video.